Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let us start with today's concepts of day 8 of Python 90 days journey, advanced functions in Python. So mastering in Python functions make your code concise, efficient and interview ready. Today we transform everyday functions into powerful tools in for placements and coding rounds. So let us first know why advanced functions matter. So they'll provide a clean and reusable code, efficient problem solving, and they'll make us ready for interview and real world challenges. So well-designed functions reduce duplication and make large problems manageable. Advanced techniques let you know express your complex logic compactly and performantly, which implements that we can express our logic based on the complex level. And interviewers look for, I mean, basically the interviewers look for thoughtful logic design and clear signatures and edge case handling. So this is the reason why advanced functions matter. So let us recap with the basic functions. So when it comes to the basic function concepts, we should be aware of defining and calling the functions, parameters, positional and keyword arguments, returning values and multiple returning values. And the best practices are keep single responsibility, use meaningful names, write short doc strings and examples. So these best practices improve our functions to be effective and performative. So default keyword variable length arguments. These are different types of arguments types. So default arguments here you can see provide sensible defaults to implement or to simplify the calls and avoid mutable defaults. So this will help us to avoid the errors caused by some functional errors. So the next one is keyword arguments. Improve readability and allow arguments in any order. I mean keyword arguments and argument length arguments are accepted for arbitrary and positional keyword inputs, useful in wrappers and application program interfaces. So for example, an idea, single minute. A flexible calculator that accepts any number of numeric inputs using length arguments and optional operation via keyword. This is a perfect example for length and keyword arguments. So this will be our next concept, lambda functions, anonymous and concise. So this will be covered in lambda functions itself. Mm. The next concept is generators, which efficiently iterates with the yield function. Generator produces values on demand, conserving memory and enabling lazy pipelines for large sequences and streaming data. The reason why we use generators are for memory efficiency, composability with for loops and iterate tools. I mean simpler stateful iterators. For example, a Fibonacci generator, which yield next number each time, ideal for interview. Questioning requires sequencing without sorting all values, which means that in Fibonacci generator, we calculate the next number using the previous two numbers. So with the generators concept, it will be very useful and the generator functions perform it very well and it is very ideal for the interview. So let us focus on the concepts default arguments, keyword arguments and length arguments. So default arguments means which are already specified while during declaration of the definition of the function. And when it comes to the length arguments, I mean variable length arguments, so we can pass as many as arguments we want. For example, let us take a code and check it. So let us go with the code. Actually, it will be very nice to explain with. So def add numbers of args. So this is the representation of variable length arguments. So return sum of arguments. So let us directly call the function print add underscore numbers 1, 2, 3, 5. So let us run it. Sorry. So here we can see the output. It is performing efficiently. So this is the basic use of variable length arguments, which is used to which is used to perform on variable length arguments. The next one is keyword arguments. Keyword arguments. Let us go with another example. Def student underscore info of keyword arguments for key value in keyword arguments dot items. So let me ask a quick question. Do you all remember the previous class, this concept which is used in dictionary to generate the items which are key comma value pair tuples? So this will be useful in keyword length arguments. So print key comma value. Student info name equals to Pawan, comma age equals to 21. Let us see whether it will provide the input or not. So this one we can consider as 1 second. Student info got an unexpected keyword. Let us check this with the ChatGPT. Sorry. Let us check this with ChatGPT. So in meantime, let us give the important thing to discuss. So let us focus on our personal goals, not on somebody else's goals. This is a strict reminder for all you guys. Please focus on your goals, not on somebody else. So let us give it and fix. Let us ask them to fix the error. Sorry, actually, I've been missing this I thought it was just multiplication argument, but it is exponentiation. Sorry for that. Now it is generating successfully the keyword arguments types for. So generally these keyword arguments are used when to stored as a dictionary. So it is used in real life projects like and application program interfaces. And when it comes to the main learning goal of arguments types like keyword length, or default, or variable length arguments. The main learning goal is to understand the flexible function, and the main the main use is to make the code more flexible to perform and to understand, basically. And let us go with the recursion concept. So when it comes to recursion means calling the function itself in a function is called recursion. So let us go with an example. Def factorial of a number if n double equals to 1, return 1, return n asterisk fact of n minus 1. Let us call the function actually fact of 5, which is 120, we already know. Sorry, yeah, 120 we already know. So it is successfully generating or not. Let us see. This is just returning the value. Now we want to print the value actually. Now let us see. So let us check with the one, the base case. So the basic and important concepts of recursion is the base condition, recursive call, the stack memory, and the maintenance of the base condition. The execution of the base condition. So the recursion mainly depends upon the base condition only. So why to use recursion means it is used in basic problems like factorial, Fibonacci, and tree problems and backtracking also. This will be very helpful to reduce the size of code and to implement it more faster and more efficiently. So the common mistakes we need to avoid are missing the base condition and avoiding the infinite recursion, confusing about the recursion concept with the loops. So these are the main conditions. These are the main things you need to know. So one more thing is this is the one of the practice problem in today's session, which we can see, which we can check with different numbers actually. Let us check with the different numbers using different inputs. Let us ask the user to give the input, int of input. So let us run it now actually. It will ask for input. So let us give 1 to 12. This is the factorial value of 12. So that's it. And let us go with the Fibonacci series. Fibonacci. Let us go with the sum of n numbers. Def sum of n of n. So if n double equals to 1, return 1, return sum plus sum of n minus 1. N equals to int of input of print sum of n. Let's check with this. So let us give the input as 10, which you already know it is 55. int object is not iterable. Sorry, sum of n. Now let us check it. Let's give the input as 10. One second. Errors 996. Enter sum of. Oh, let us check. One second. This is what we actually called here. Sorry. Here we missed the function call. So these are the basic mistakes. Confusing names should be I mean, not appreciable for taking as the function names. So these silly mistakes will cost you a lot in interviews. So now it is generating the output as 55. Let us go with the next one, Fibonacci series. So this is the basic code for Fibonacci series. So let me explain this. Sorry for the disturbance. So here we are taking the base conditions as two base conditions. First one is if n is 0 and n is 1. So if n is 0, we should print only 0. If n is 1, we should only print 1. And for other cases, we are doing the recursion twice in the same function. So this will be helpful for you. So let's go with the now for input with 12. So when we enter the number of terms is 12, it is generating up to 12 Fibonacci series. So 0, 1, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 2, 1 plus 2, 3, 2 plus 3, 5, 3 plus 5, 8, 5 plus 8, 13, 8 plus 13, 21, 13 plus 21 is 34, 21 plus 34 is 55, 34 plus 55 is 89. So this is what the Fibonacci series means. So that's it for today's class, which we discussed. Let us do a quick recap of today's. So today we have learned about keyword length arguments, default arguments, and variable length arguments, and we have learned about generators and iterators used in their with yield. And we have discussed some examples, and tomorrow's class we are going to discuss about this concept efficiently, lambdas functions used with list comprehensions, sorry. So, and why the advanced functions matters, and we have also given a quick recap about the basic functions which we have already discussed in the video of our Python series. So let us meet tomorrow with the concept of lambda functions used for list comprehensions. So that's it for today's class. So these are the basic. Let me go with this. So these are some basic practical tips. So read the signature. Clarify the expected argument types and edge cases before the coding. Write clear and modular functions with single responsibility. Include doc strings and brief examples for clarity during interviews. So, as I mentioned, during the execution of the program of sum of n numbers, I had did a mistake, right? Like calling the function, calling the inbuilt function. So, we should not do mistakes like that. So, be clear about the function names and the function arguments, and prefer built-ins like map, any, all, and standard library to save time. So practice explaining your choice like complexity, trade-offs, and alternatives. The final advice is to code small, test locally with edge cases, and narrate through your process. So the interviews will reward clarity and robust solutions. So focus on your functions. It will automatically help you in interviews and your problem solving skills. So that's it for today's class. Thank you for being patient throughout the class. So meet you in the next class with the concept list comprehensions using lambda functions. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Learn with Pawan.